that China is not the United States. They don't play the same game the same way. So when you think about the United States and you project, you think about how we execute superpower dump, military might, economic might. If you project that onto China, you're wrong. That's not how they do it, right? So that's the first thing to keep in mind about China. The second thing to keep in mind about China is that China has no human rights. The United States has human rights. China has no human rights. So just imagine how much of an advantage it is to executing quickly and at scale when you don't have any kind of responsibility for human rights. And the third thing to keep in mind is that the whole world right now, outside of the United States,
I demand results. You come in and it's an accountability system. If you get
people going to
aggressively
the United States,
it's long term. I have hundreds and hundreds of video testimonials on my website, 30 minutes total.
Because ultimately, it's a hate on China for being communistic backwards and whatever else. But as they represent themselves to the rest of the world, they don't stand on that. What they stand on is
Brian Rose. He was sort of this interesting figure because he was like trying to be, to one level or another, the Joe Rogan of London, which I don't think he did a terribly bad job of, especially initially. He had some really interesting podcasts with some really interesting people. And it's funny enough, I started out as like, I would watch him. I mean, I'm a huge fan, but I was like, I like some of his interviews. He had some really good, like, big gets in terms of, great guests. However, when kind of COVID started, he went down this really weird grifting rabbit hole where he did like this interview with David Icke, who's, as you know, like a pretty big COVID conspiracy theorist. And I mean, like, actual, like, he believes some of the royals are literally lizards. So he got shut down for that. And he kind of made a big stink, which I think it's fine. Nobody likes to be censored. And I'm not even saying that he should have been censored. But his reaction to that was to, like, raise a ton of money from his audience, promising this digital freedom platform. And at first it was like, oh, we want to raise $100,000. And then they raised it, like, within a day. So he's like, well, we got to raise a lot more money. And so eventually they raised $1 million, and he's trying to raise $250,000 a month to kind of keep putting his viewers' money into this stuff. So I started digging into the platform they were building, and there was nothing free about it. They had censorship guidelines, and there was nothing about a platform at all. There was no underlying infrastructure. He just got some white label live streaming thing. So I criticized him for that. It was just this ridiculous thing. All the donators expected one thing. They thought Brian Rose was going to take on Google and Facebook and like bring free speech back for everybody. And of course he was. However, when kind of COVID started, he went down this really weird grifting rabbit hole where he did like this interview with David Icke, who's, as you know, like a pretty big conspiracy theorist. And I mean, like, actual, like, he believes some of the royals are literally lizards. So he got shut down for that. And he kind of made a big stink, which I think it's fine. Nobody likes to be censored. And I'm not even saying that he should have been censored. But his reaction to that was to, like, raise a ton of money from his audience, promising this digital freedom platform. And at first it was like, oh, we want to raise $100,000. And then they raised it, like, within a day. So he's like, well, we got to raise a lot more money. And so eventually they raised $1 million, and he's trying to raise $250,000 a month to kind of keep putting his viewers' money into this stuff. So I started digging into the platform.
Use this time for some target practice. The real thing's coming soon.
And there was nothing about a platform at all. It was like infrastructure. He just got some white label live streaming thing. So I criticized him for that. It was just this ridiculous thing. All the donators expected one thing. They thought Brian Rose was going to take on Google and Facebook and like bring free speech back for everybody. And of course he did. And then it kind of got worse because he started taking a lot of heat for that, and he really pivoted more into like the DeFi grift. So he started selling this course about DeFi mastery, and this is a guy who knows nothing about crypto, very little at least. So it just got really kind of.
All space this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone is authorized.
Ultimately, you just type in Brian Rose on YouTube, you can see what his audience was getting 1,000 views per video. And it wasn't because of me. I mean, it was like people use pace and it's like everyone has an understanding that like
Battle Royale.
to be.
Spotted a contract. Be advised. Gas is closing in. Proceed to the safe zone.
Most wanted contract here. Most wanted contract here. LC Mart, follow me!
You got it.
0155.
Primary objective is to eliminate all targets. Your squad mate is marked as a most wanted target. Kill enemies and secure supply caches to help remove the bounty on their head. Hostile UAV in the area.
Let me see ready.
Necesito lana.
Money here.
Loadout drop headed your way. You kept your squad mate alive. Most wanted contract complete.
Recon contract.
Paper.
Algo pasa con tu celular, Uma.
Requesting recon above. All squad mates are in the safe zone. You're losing ground. Moving.
All right.
Check your map. I've marked a point containing enemy intel nearby. Capture it for information on the next gas spread.
All right.
moving.
Intel point activated. Now ensure the point is secure.
Idiot! Watch your fire!
Well done, soldier. Check your map for the next gas spread location.
Cancel up.
Be advised, an enemy squad is tracking your location. Solid work evading the enemy. You're clear for now.
Change of paths. Affirmative.
All right.
Mark the point on your map containing enemy intel. Capture and secure it to get ahead of the next gas spread. Your squad mate has reached the intel. Joining them will speed up the process. Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas
Marking
spread.
contact.
Stay firm.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zones.
Loading new mag.
We got a loadout drop here. I'm reloading.
Swapping mag.
Loading. ATV mark.
Your squad's in the safe zone. Gas is closing in.
Most wanted contact here. Crack that!
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Loading new mag. Holding fresh mag.
Switching mags!
Welcome to the Gulag. Fight to win redeployment. Success means redeployment. Failure means elimination.
I'm reloading!
Enemy eliminated. Prepare for redeployment.
Come on! Back to work!
Visual on the enemy.
Holding fresh mag.
Enemy soldiers.
Reloading! I'm taking fire!
Swapping mag.
Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Copy, my station. Most wanted contact here.
Enemy UAV is online.
Loading!
Head to the safe zone. You've got gas moving in.
Holding fresh mag.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV is online. Enemy deployed an advanced UAV.
Changing paths. Switching paths. Got one.
No rest for the wicked. Blanket here.
Disregard.
You will not surprise me again.
Disregard. Grab some ammo.
Inserting armor.
You're the target of a most wanted contract. Eliminate threats and secure supply caches to close it.
Reloading.
Walking off, mate. This way. Cancel up. Dead. Inserting armor. Reloading. I'm not a bad.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
What are you doing, dude? How many times you gotta fucking save your bitch ass?
Inserting armor. That was close.
Move to the safe zone. Gas is moving.
That's so much
You've achieved the objective.
under fire.
Changing paths. Moving.
Squad mates in the gulag. They'll fight for a chance to redeploy.
UAV standing by.
Need recon
Squad
overhead.
mate redeploying to the AR.
Cabron, buy station here.
Priority tasking request received. We're done.
Enemy soldier incoming. Hostile UAV in the area. You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Self-revive here.
Gas is moving in. Safe zone located. No more
Fucking gulag is closed.
loadout drop headed your
Fuck.
way.
We have work to do. Buy me back.
You're in the top 10. Keep knocking them down.
Changing mag.
You want to trade with us? We'll trade with you. What is the United States? No, folks, sorry. You have to be democracy. You have to have free and fair elections.
Gas inbound.
On everybody else. So the whole world is coming to this point now where they have to decide. Do we want to with a country that's going to force it into after we've seen how that ideology has failed in multiple other countries, right? Failed in Afghanistan, failed in Israel, failed in Iran, failed in Korea.
Visual on the moving to my mark. Loading first mag. Under fire. Visual on enemy. I'm hit.
You're in the top 5. Bring home the win.
How many times have we seen this happen? Versus China, who's offering an alternative in the marketplace, if you will. Sure. Saying, you just do what's good for you, and if what you do is also good for us, we're going to make good bedfellows, right? So those are the three main things we have to keep in mind when you're considering the United States versus China. The reason I believe that China is on the trajectory to become the economic superpower by 2033 is partly because economic analysts are saying the same thing. Their original projection was 2035. COVID actually accelerated. Yeah, sure. Yeah, expedited. That's the word. Yeah. COVID actually expedited it. Not even though COVID started in China, it expedited the process because China became this high-tech manufacturer of electric vehicles. So in 2023, China has already outpaced Tesla as the top EV generator in the world. And that's a huge marketplace. That's an experimental marketplace, all the green energy vehicles. So you're seeing multiple instances where China is growing economically. The BRICS is an example. They're bringing more people into the BRICS than ever before. They're bringing American allies into the BRICS. So it's expanding their trading. You also see them expanding their geopolitical influence with countries like China and Iran and North Korea. Right now, these are compared to the United States. Those are poor
Ruck
people.
up. You're headed to the war zone.
Compared to other countries, they're not that big, right? So what you see is this acceleration of the Chinese economy and
Enemy dropping into the AR.
Right, where the U.S. side printing money, regulating, forcing the narrative about environmentalism. Not forcing the environment, but if it looks to save the environment in response to your condition that's the top superpower in the world, that's where it becomes a harder question, right? So as we shrink, you see countries like China accelerating economic
All stations, we are green to go. Stand by for deployment.
and even like the best counter argument from other economists out there is that it won't be a clear winner by 2032. It'll be is that really better? This acceleration where U.S. side printing money, forcing the narrative about listen, I'm all for saving the environment.
Battle
But is it
Royale.
worth to save the environment if it costs you your position as the top superpower in the world? That's where it becomes a hard question.
You've got gas closing in fast.
So,
Double
as
time
we
it to the safe
shrink,
zone.
over-regulate and limit our use of things like China, accelerate exponentially. So, economic analysts have already shown their estimates for 35%. And even like the best counter argument for other economics out there is that it won't be a clear winner by 2032, 2033. It'll be near exact parity. Does that really make you feel any better? No. Yes, exactly. So what we're saying here is that the worst case scenario is that China outpaces us by 2033. The best fucking case scenario that economists are predicting is that we reach parity. We're equals. That is not that much better of a situation.
How much does Russia-Ukraine as a proxy war? Russia propped up by China in large part, Ukraine propped up by the U.S. How much does the outcome or the because look, I think you predicted at one point in 2022 Odessa would be taken down by Russia,
Right.
and it hasn't been.
Correct.
Ukraine has been able to withstand that. So maybe it's a two-part question. What did you miscalculate on that? And how long does that protracted conflict, does the duration or the longer that goes change the calculus on parity?
So two good points. The first is the miscalculation. It's funny, we call it miscalculated.
I didn't like that phrase.
That's all good. It's all good. But well, you're not the first one to point it out either, and it's fair. I made a prediction in 2018 without anticipating the August counteroffensive. So I made a prediction in 2022,
Yeah.
right? In August of 2022, August 8th of 2022. And then there was a counteroffensive that was secretly launched at the end of August, beginning of September, the same year.
Check your
Right?
gear
And nobody
and
saw that
weapons.
coming.
We'll be deploying shortly.
I didn't see that coming, and that certainly wasn't public knowledge. So with that counteroffensive that was heavily backed by NATO and everybody else, you saw the entire conflict shift from the southern part of Ukraine to the northern part of Ukraine. And then the narrative kind of predominated that Ukraine's taking back huge swaths of territory because they were in the north. Right? The argument that I always made, that I still make, the fight is in the south. Right? Odessa is the target because Odessa creates a land bridge all the way across southern Ukraine, cuts Ukraine off from the Black Sea, and gives Russia essentially total control all the way from Moldova back to Russia. That's where the fight is. Guess where the nuke there in the south, because it's never changed, right? Strategically, the south is where
Stand
all
by
the
for deployment to the war zone.
the north where the German distraction, which is a fantastic move by the Ukrainians, because it gave them a huge victory that got the whole world rallied up for this, right? And now Zelensky's having the same problem again with the current counteroffensive. He's looking for a way to get the world to rally behind him in the face of very slow progress in this new counteroffensive, which has cost all the Western powers multiple billion dollars. So, absolutely, my assessment was incomplete, but any
Your
assessment
team
is
leader.
always going to be.
Set a drop
It
point for your
always
squad
changes.
soldier.
Same outcome
Gas
projected.
is closing on your position. Just hightail it out of there.
Most wanted contact here. That's our LT. I'll lead us in.
Eliminate all targets in the AO. Bounty targets are up. Get after them.
UAV available for capture.
All bounty targets are KIA. Well done. Gulag is your last chance. Fight to earn redeployment. Now the fight starts. Almost your turn, soldier. Stand by. Earn redeployment or die trying.
Switching maps.
Good job. Ready up for redeployment.
Moving here. Moving.
You're losing ground. Moving. Your squad mate won the fight. They're redeploying now.
Self-revive here.
Squad mate has been cleared for redeployment. Squad mate redeploying to the AO. Secure the supply boxes. Locations are marked on your tag map. Supply box secured. Move to the next one. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. One supply box remaining. Move to secure.
Necesito lana.
All supply boxes secure. Contract complete.
I'm reloading.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Get back.
Changing map. Got a custom weapon here.
Friendly ammo box spotted. Taking effective fire. Reloading.
Affirmative. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Reloading.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
We got a loadout drop here.
Gas is closing in. Get ready to play up.
Moving here. Switching mags.
Changing mags.
Affirmative. Moving to my mark.
Good loot here. Loading.
Your squad made it to the safe zone. Gas is inbound.
I'm reloading.
Where's my fucking teammate? Those my fucking teammates. Bunch of fucking cocksuckers. Losers.
Your squad pays for your release. Get ready to redeploy.
I'm on it! Back at the AO!
Enemy soldier incoming. Hostile UAV in the area. Gas inbound. Marking new safe zone. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy UAV is online. Enemy advanced UAV overhead.
Switching maps! I'm taking fire!
Throwing flash grenade!
Flash!
Fucking worthless fucking teammates. Fucking cocksuckers. Every single one of you. Stupid black motherfuckers.
Hey there. Nice. Hey there. I've got a really great feeling about us teaming up. Hi there. Nice to meet. Hey there. I've got a really great feeling about us teaming up. Hi there. Nice to meet you.
Hi, glad to meet you. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's great to meet you.
Hey, I'm ready to hit the ground.
Hey.
Hey,
there. Hey, what's up? Feel free to ask me about anything that's on your mind.
hi there. I just want to share how thrilled I am to work with you, and
Hello. It's lovely to meet you. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to let me know.
We're heading to the war zone. Get geared up. Stand by. All stations, green light. We're deploying to the war zone. Gas is approaching your position. Move to the safe zone.
Started a contract.
Enemy intel located. Capture and secure the intel point to discover the next gas spread. Hunt down the enemy. Your squad mates started securing the intel. Join them to increase the speed of the capture.
Changing maps. Taking effective fire.
Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread.
Loading. Reloading. Most wanted contract here.
Be advised, you still have squad mates outside the safe zone. You're the target of a most wanted contract. Eliminate threats and secure supply caches to close it.
Changing maps. Getting lit up! Get back! Loading!
Loadout drop headed your way.
We got a load of flight.
Good work, soldier.
Get me eyes in the sky.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. You've got a loadout drop inbound. Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Switching mags.
Reloading!
Get to the safe zone. Gas is moving.
Found a weapon.
Enemies are dropping into the area.
Switching mags.
I'm reloading!
Tatos requesting recon overhead.
Jesus fucking Christ! What the fuck is wrong with this fucking cock-sucking faggot world? Jesus fucking goddamn motherfucking Christ!
Back to work!
Dropping into the AO.
Switching mags. Incoming grenade. Take more than that to finish me.
Enemy soldier incoming. Squad mates in the gulag. If they survive, they redeploy. Squad mate has entered the gulag. They'll need to survive to redeploy. Squad mate has been cleared for redeployment.
Fucking faggot! Stupid fucking goddamn motherfucking players. Stupid fucking team. Fucking retards.
Perfect. Which of the three video types would you like to make? 1. Social video, short form video with voiceover and script. Tell me the idea. 2. Clips. Convert a long video, YouTube link or uploaded file into short clips. 3. Subtitles, translations, dubbing. Enhance your video with captions or voiceovers in any language. Please reply with 1, 2, or 3 and we'll jump right in.
dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone.
Cancel my last.
Most wanted contract right here. Alright, soldier. Mark a drop point for your squad and go get after it. Keep clear of the gas. Get to the safe zone. Start the contract. Your squad mate is being tracked to the most wanted target. Eliminate enemies and secure supply caches to get that target off their back. Most wanted contract failed. Squad mate was KIA. Squad mate is in the gulag. They'll fight for a chance to redeploy. Enemy soldier incoming. Targets are up. Rotating down.
I'm reloading. I'm hit.
Squad mates in the gulag. If they survive, they redeploy.
Changing max.
Got gas moving in. Loadout drop headed your way.
Most wanted contract here.
There's a bounty on your head. Eliminate hostiles and secure supply caches to get rid of them.
ATV marked.
Ok, ya voy. Espérate un momentito más. 12 minutos.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Todavía no, 12 minutos, 12 minutos. Y ya.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone location. Be advised, there's an enemy squad gunning for you. Gas is closing in. Objective secure. Well done. The enemy is no longer tracking you. You lost them. You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Changing maps. Switching maps.
You've got gas moving in. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
Reloading.
Enemy UAV overhead. Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
I'm getting lit up.
Gas is closing in.
Changing maps. Enemigo. Loading. Advancing.
AR.
Reloading.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Gulag's closed until further notice. You've got a loadout drop inbound. Enemy soldier incoming.
I'm reloading.
10 remain. You're almost done here. Four remaining. You're losing ground. Moving.
Estoy bien.
Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Changing back.
Okay.
Gas is inbound.
Switching back.
You're in the top three. Don't let up now. Enemies dropping into the AO. Hostile UAV in the area. Only 2 left.
Fuck you, stupid fucking niggers.